Hi guys, welcome back to me, DJ, aka Five Guitars Guy. So it's been a couple of weeks since I've put up a progress video, and for those of you who checked out the most recent video, you'll see why. For those of you who are caught up, now this is going to be, this week, I'm going to be doing the I Love Rock and Roll progress first video. Along with doing new things, I'm going to also switch up the format. Last time, for those of you who checked out the videos, all three of you, I pretty much just played a clip from every day of the week, playing a little bit more and more runaround. It showed that I was making progress. It made my point, but it was kind of dry, so I'm switching things up. Now, this format, I'm going to talk a little more. Now, when I first started the channel, talking more didn't really seem like the right thing to do because I'm trying to play guitar, and I didn't want to talk so much that I just missed the point. But I'm going to try to mix it in to the point where I still play enough in real time, but also I can also explain a little bit more of what I'm doing so you don't just hear me fumbling my way through the thing. So, I'm going to start with the intro. And right now I don't really have the sound right because I still have to listen and research and get all that right. But for right now I'm just going to show you what I've got with the technique so far. And it's also good because it gives me a chance to work on another part of this new format. And that new part is using my Boss Loop Station. So when I first started the channel, I also mentioned all the gear I have and how I also want to get good with this so that I'm not just playing what I see. I can actually try to come up with something new and do a few different things. What I'm going to do with this pedal is I'm gonna play the rhythm section, and then I'm gonna actually loop it here so that I can play the lead section over it. That way you and I also get to see what it sounds like when I'm playing them on top of each other, because that's also what I want to do with a lot of these covers and such. So yeah, I'm gonna be using this now. If I'm being honest, this new format thing is kind of crazy and weird to me because I haven't really rehearsed it prior to recording this video. I just thought it up and I figured, oh, I'll go do that. So let's get started. First is the rhythm section. Now for the rhythm section, I pretty much picked this one up right away. I figure for a lot of you, this will probably sound like a really easy song, and anybody with my skill or more could probably make this progress section or this progress series for I Love Rock and Roll a pretty quick one. I kind of hope so too, because I want something simple so I can really knock out the weird parts of this new format. Anyway, here's the rhythm section, and I picked it up in about 5-10 minutes. So yeah, that's about all the rhythm section for the intro is. And like I said, I got that one pretty quickly, luckily. I figure not a whole lot going on there. I figured the worst of it was just that very last bit, which I picked up okay. When we get to the lead section, you're going to hear a slightly different story on that. But yeah, for right now, this section of the lead section, the intro, I've got pretty much down. So. Although the interesting thing that's coming up with it is actually two interesting points, things that I actually get to work on now that I actually noticed. So the first thing is just coming back to bends. Like at the very end of that intro section for the rhythm part, it's supposed to go, but like really quick apparently. I don't really do bends all that much, so it's one of those things where I gotta work on it. I actually made bends a part of my weekly schedule practice, so I could continue to play consistently. But I just kind of did them aimlessly because I wasn't really sure. I wasn't really sure where to or how to really practice with those outside of playing an actual song. So, But yeah, so that's one thing I got to work on. I make sure my bends, not only that I actually do them correctly, I actually do them fast enough, because I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to sound like it should be. Yeah. Anyway, the second thing I got to work on is that I've been anticipating the changes a little too much, so I end up jumping too far. It's like sometimes I'll go when I'm supposed to go. So that's the other thing I'm going to work on, which is, making sure I actually stay present to what I'm playing. Don't get so worried about having to move my hand over fast enough that I completely cut out a part. But yeah, that's about where I am with the rhythm section. So now on to the lead section. Now the lead section I picked up fairly quickly, just like the rhythm section for the most part. Here's what I mean. That one actually sounded okay compared to what I've been dealing with so far, but here's where I'm kind of getting thrown off a bit. I figure for those little intersections between strums that aren't really there in the rhythm section, got me thinking a little bit more here. So this part, I got to make sure that's not something that I drag on and then I fall behind, but I also want to make sure I don't just and not actually do the bend. I'm trying to get as close to the actual thing as possible. I mean, it's simple enough. It's just getting my hand to see what my brain is seeing, And anyway, the other part that I mentioned back in the rhythm section, whereas the rhythm section had, this one has. Now again, bends come back to bite me. I gotta really make sure I get those hammered out. Also, partially because it's something I just do really quick. It's like I bend to a pull off, and just like with bends, I kind of practiced hammer-ons and pull-offs fairly aimlessly because I was trying to do it without a song, but then you're just doing it and you get bored. Now I got to combine them, so this should be interesting. So I also, when I do the main part is making sure I get the pull-off so that you can actually hear this note, because I can do the bend fairly well, but you're only supposed to hear the bend as it comes up, not when it returns back. It's supposed to go, and I kind of want to leave my I want to leave my index finger on the 12th fret so that it's ready for when I'm supposed to pull off, but I kind of hear where it sounds like when I just let go, it completely deadens the sound. So I feel like I'm missing a note in there. So that's what I got to work on. But just so we can get to that other part of the format, here we go with me playing over my own rhythm section. So yeah, you kind of heard that one. I kept up pretty well, and then I just kind of fumbled at the do-do-do-do-do part. So it needs a little bit of work there. One more time. yeah, that's about where I'm at as far as getting these two things together. I guess ultimately, like I said, I want to be able to play them over each other, but I got to make sure I clean each one up. But yeah, this will be my intro to my new project format, as well as the intro for I Love Rock and Roll. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, especially comment. I would definitely love some feedback on this. But yeah, this will be the new format if you guys like it a little bit more than the previous one. Anyways, this is DJ, aka 5 Guitars Guy. See ya.